Welcome to Belly Dance Alchemy, a captivating blend of the best elements of career and professional development and the magic of belly dance. I'm your host, Kelly Nottingham. Ready to make your day job sparkle and your dance life grow in new and inspiring ways? Well, let's see what we can brew up. Hey everybody, Kelly here. I'm in the middle still of all of the writing and filming and production for my online resume course that is coming soon. But I didn't want to leave you hanging. So here in the Northern Hemisphere, it is autumn now officially, the beginning of fall. And this is my favorite time of year. One thing that I think is really interesting about autumn, though, is that it causes me, and I'd be interested to know if it causes any of you, to go into sort of a little bit of self-reflection mode as we start to wind down into the end of the year, when we tend to start thinking about what have we accomplished this year? We're now in the third quarter of the year, so how have we been doing? This is a harvest time of year, again, in the Northern Hemisphere. And I like to think, personally, about this time of year as looking at the harvest of my life and my work over the past year. What did I plant in the garden of my life at the beginning of the year? What have I been tending? What have I been watering with good attention and energy and focus? Have I been weeding out the stuff that maybe should not be in my garden? You know, that could be people or habits or, other things that are getting in the way, other priorities that are getting in the way, that are choking out those plants that I really want to grow. Have I actually been tending things enough where I'm actually able to harvest something at this time of year? Or is stuff still kind of growing? Do I need to add a little fertilizer on there with some additional time or focus or energy? So that is something that I like to think about at this time of year, just because, we're thinking about pumpkin patches and sheaves of wheat. But it's so easy a lot of the time to let things creep into our lives that we maybe don't realize are taking over. And this time of year sometimes can be the best time of year to think about that. Now, I wanted to put this a different way for those of you who maybe don't think so much in the way of gardening. You've never gardened, you don't care about gardening. Same thought, though, same concept. Our lives, where we are now, the situation that we're in our lives, is a summation of the choices that we make, the priorities that we have, and where we put our focus and our energy. This is a little bit of a painful truth sometimes to realize. And yes, there can be outstanding circumstances. Something weird happens to you that causes things to go completely haywire, and I get it. But how we respond to that situation is still indicative of what we're aiming for in our lives and the priorities that we have, and directly causes the results that we get. So if you are at this time of year thinking like, I'm not quite where I wanted to be, maybe think about it, if you don't like gardening, in a math way. Yay, math. What have you been adding into your life that is actually adding to your life in a positive way? Or what negatives are you adding into your life that are subtracting from where you want to be? What things do you want or need to multiply in your lives? Maybe you need to multiply some positive energy, maybe some more exercise, maybe some more time with friends, maybe working with a coach, whatever that may be. And what do you need to divide out of your time and your life and energy? So are there things that maybe are not feeding the vision that you have for yourself? When we start to think about all of these pieces of our lives coming together into the sum total of our lives, it's hard not to acknowledge that we have a lot more control over things than we think. And we can really drive things in a good direction or not in the direction we want to go based on the choices that we make. So do you need, for the rest of this year, to start rethinking some choices that you're making, so that you can maybe make different ones and get a different sum total at the end of the year? Anyway, that's all I wanted to say, everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Thank you for your patience as I work through this resume course. It's going to be totally different from any resume course I've ever seen before. So I'm hoping that it will be beneficial to you. I will let you know closer on when we get ready to launch that out. Please, if you have any comments or thoughts, anything you would like to add or a different perspective that you have on looking at this sort of end of the quarter, wrapping up the year sort of thought, please let the rest of our listeners and let me know. I would love to hear from you. Talk to you all soon. Take care. Bye. Well, thanks for listening. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to this podcast and share the magic with your dance friends. If you want more, you can sign up for our mailing list at bellydancealchemy.org, or you can email me your suggestions and feedback. I would love to hear from you at bellydancealchemypodcast@gmail.com. Bye.